Hello there. In this series I will talk about Drupal module development, but before we start talking about hooks and callbacks in modules of Drupal, I would like to start with some basics. Let me start with variables. Variable is a named container in which you can store some information, and that information changes based on various factors. Value of a variable can be an array. Array is a list of information with keys associated to values. For example, let me define a variable named items and assign it a value as array, and that array will contain some elements: home, about us, services. In PHP there is a function called var dump, which outputs any variable you provide. It will output its value to the browser, and that's what we will use. And let's see how it outputs. So this array has 3 elements. It starts with the first key is 0, 1, 2, and if we need to add another item at the end of this list, the way we will do it is items and now let's take a look at it. So now it has added blog as its last element. If we just need to access one of those, we will give its key value. Say we want to access about us, we will give 1. So it starts with 0, 0, 1. Okay. And the same way we can make this array into a multi-dimensional array by just adding this. And let's see how the array looks now. So now the third element is an array. The way we will access this is we will go to number 3 and then number 0. Okay. So when we define the blocks, or when we define the CSS file in Drupal's theme.info file, all we do is add the new file to the list, to the array which Drupal is building. We just add another item at the end of that list. The next important thing in regard to variable is the life and scope of variable. As the variable progresses from one function to another, its value changes. The very important thing to keep in mind is if the life of the variable has ended, or the scope of the variable is not in the scope, you will not be able to access its values. That brings us to another topic in variables. There are some global variables which are available everywhere. A good example of a global variable is, let me give an example of server. There's the information about the server where this site is being served from, my local host. Let's see what is in that. Var dump So it has all these keys. This is the key and this is the value. This is the key and this is the value. For example, if you want to see what is the value of server software, the way we will do it is it's like that. Now if I want to show you all the keys and values individually in each line, I will have to loop over all the elements. The way to do it is I will give it another variable, say soft, and then loop over its elements. I will use for each. Soft as key value print key I will place a break so that you can see each key and value in its own line. And now let's take a look at it. So now it's showing the key and value contained in the variable global variable server. So what we did, we assigned the value of server to soft and then accessed its keys and values, just like that. In our next video we will go over functions and objects and then move on to module development. Thank you.